birthplace of college football. The State University of New Jersey, the campus of Rutgers in Piscataway, and we are ready for what ought to be a tremendous game today. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Scarlet Knights will kick it away to start. Fair catch called for and made. So Penn State's offense takes the field. And there he is. When you build a tight end, you build one just like this, especially with those reliable mitts, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, he makes big plays in big games. Watch for him on third down in the red zone. He has a chance to leave an impact in this game.
Well, it's so nice to have some.
He's got it down the left side. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Apparently, line number 1 on the game plan, attack. Now, immediately.
And this quarterback, he smelt it. He knew he had an opportunity. This is a guy who loves taking shots any chance he has. You saw it on that first play of the game.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it first. And the defense gets to the quarterback. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. He wants to go deep. And he's got it inside the 10. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. The huge explosive play put him right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. Tight end finds a soft spot. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Now on second and goal. Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
Penn State 7, Rutgers 0.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. So the Rutgers Scarlet Knights offense will get the ball for the first time. Typically, the last thing a defense wants is to have a backer on a wide receiver, but we may see some of that today, guys.
Typically, you don't see linebackers that can run like this guy, and that's why they feel okay letting him cover this dynamic wide receiver one-on-one.
Yeah, and feel okay. It's not going to be a good thing. You better get your hands on him early. Put your physicality. Let that win. It ain't going to be your speed.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Scarlet Knights will hustle to the line. On third and long, try to convert through the air. They stripped it out. Well, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Really impressed with how this team has seized momentum here, playing on the road in this hostile environment. Their offense gets it first. They march down the field. They put up some points. And here's the defense now on their first drive, getting a critical sack on third down.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
They'll give it to him again. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And his throw is incomplete. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down. Here comes the offense on 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous. The defense did a good job getting him down there, but they got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Scarlet Knights in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, but the sweet pulling catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds his tight end.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
He looks that one in nicely.
And that play just shows you this quarterback trusts his wide receiver, because he knows that route has to be adjusted to get beyond the 1st down marker. These two right now really on the same page.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
On target to the left. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. He leaves it with his back. Staying physical in the red zone as he's pulled down after picking up 3 balls at the 14. Running back searching for a hole. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Indiana unleashed a furious offensive attack and reminded folks in Bloomington of what things were like when Lee Corso also was in charge. An A-plus performance from the Hoosiers. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that both defenses have done a pretty good job mitigating damages.
Yeah, and on that last drive, not getting it on fourth basically only cost you 3 points. That's the good news. Let's just turn the page, David, and move on.
So I think you can still be aggressive. You can still go for it on fourth down. Now you know you can trust your defense.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Floats it out in space. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast to the ground.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Makes the grab. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Oh, and he finds his slot receiver on that 4th down throw. And I'll tell you, this guy is not the biggest receiver in college football, but he does such a good job working the middle of the field. He's just able to get open and read coverage. Every quarterback loves having a slot receiver like that.
The Nittany Lions are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State! They'll try to add another to their lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And that pass picked off. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field and find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Got his man downfield. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. The Scarlet Knights come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, we knew coming into this one, the tight end was a big part of this offense. You've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. And the Scarlet Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. They're trying to unloads it downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. The give to the back. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Going up top. Makes the grab down the left side. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. Going up top on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Penn State. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close that drive going to the air for the final few inches and the score. He'll return it. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Trying to find his man on 1st down. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
They'll leave it with him. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Scarlet Knights will punt it away on 4th down. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Typically, at this spot on the field, you make a fair catch. I'd call that risk aversive, but it is good field position. On 1st down, here comes this offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. On 2nd down, looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They'll go to the counter. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. And the Scarlet Knights line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Based on this field position, Jesse, they need to get something on the board before the half.
And they got to be aggressive too, Reese. They've got the weapons to attack and try to steal a field goal.
You practice these situations all during the week. You know you got to be fast, taking advantage of the clock, get stopping, making sure you're throwing the football down the field to try to get some points.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
This QB and his receiver really have found a nice rhythm early in this game. They've already linked up for a couple of scores, so no surprise here before the end of the first half. They're looking for more, but give the defense credit when it's due. Nice job forcing an incompletion.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And he makes the catch inside the 10. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. And the Nittany Lions will kick it away to crank up the second half. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Movement here from the tight end. Starting this 3rd quarter on the ground. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Going with the ground game left. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Line gets set, first down. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! And the punishment has been extended.
Man, you want these guys that can take the top off the defense. It changes the way they're going to play coverage on you, and he does it right here. Just runs by the DB. He had no chance to try to catch up with him. Makes the big play down the field. And this will change the way you play defense against this guy the rest of the game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. It'll be a draw. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
The quarterback and the offensive line really do a good job. What do? They sell pass first. Everything looks like pass. Nope, they hit you with a run. Really great job working together with a little bit of misdirection.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. After that last completion, it's second down. The give to the tailback. The Scarlet Knights have a first down.
You got to wonder if that's a moral victory for this offensive line, because they have not been running the ball well at all game long. But on that short yardage situation, they finally pick it up, and maybe that's going to be the catalyst for them to get this thing going and spark the run game.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass is intercepted. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
Man, I feel for this quarterback. I've been there before. I mean, you're playing at night. It's super cold. It's going to be hard to execute these passes. That one got away from the QB, and he throws a pick.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. He's looking to throw it. Unleashes one deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lets one fly deep. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the route is on. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Penn State 49, Rutgers.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Running back goes in motion. He's going to pass on second down. He's got him in the flat. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. trying to pick up a first down. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. And the Scarlet Knights will call on their punt team. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Ball down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. First and 10 from the 39. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Looking for a productive play on first down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Out of the shotgun on third down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. The Scarlet Knights send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Makes the tackle, really strong, disciplined job, and now we have one period to play. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. First down to start the drive after the break. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Penn State.
Line gets set, first down. He wants to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Line getting set on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Makes the catch down the right side. Got a lot of running room. Touchdown, Penn State! And the stomping has commenced. You can see it on the sideline. They've built a comfortable fourth quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, we're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
He's looking for an open man on second down. The throw to the outside is complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He'll pull it down and run. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. On second down, looking again to throw. Makes his connection. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Scarlet Knights have this offense rolling. They'll throw it on first down. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
Man, the sack, and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, they got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some positive vibes.
Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Scarlet Knights will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fair catch, called for and made. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Going for it all. Oh, picked off. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel in the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Got out of trouble and throws. Touchdown, Rutgers! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Lofts one high and deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Going deep. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line. The aerial assault continues. He uncorks one deep. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Grabs it inside the 10. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
The Nittany Lions trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Quick strike complete. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Comes out throwing on first down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Looking to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll let it fly. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This is a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have... He hurls one deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Couldn't get anything done on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 46. He's not afraid to go deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. He'll take another shot here. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And the defense gets the big 3rd down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on 4th down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better.
The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll take a shot. And that one is picked off in the end zone. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way. The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking to move it through the air. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Now 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He's taking a deep shot. Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game, and they're lucky it wasn't 4 there. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. They got him down pretty quickly, but they're set up now at the 21-yard line. Offense getting set for first down. He's looking to throw it. Firing toward the end zone. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Bringing it out. And the returner will be brought down. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. And the Scarlet Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They'll throw it on first down. Going over the top. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just see what this quarterback can do here at the end of the game to build confidence for the next time they take the field.
Yeah, and there hadn't been much good today, but build confidence.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game